Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of May 2022. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. Wow. For the readings this month, I'll be using my original tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And then I will close out your reading, Gemini, with a Animal Spirit Oracle card. You've got some great cards coming out. All right. I don't know if this was upright or reverse, but I'm gonna do that. All right. So what do we need to know for the sign of Gemini as it relates to money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance for the month of May 2022. Already, boom, cash flow is coming in at the beginning of the month. So Gemini, I hope you're ready because it looks like something that you've been working hard on. You finally see the rewards of it because the world tells us that it is the completion of a cycle. Now, the World card could go two different ways. It can also mean international expansion for some of you who are business owners. It could also mean international travel for a lot of you. I know a lot of us are starting to have the ability to travel and fly and go places again. The other thing is, like I said earlier, it's the completion of a cycle. So, you finally kind of finished something that you were working on, and now you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. Now, this cash flow, I feel, is independent of this. However, there could be a connection between the two. The Ace of Wands talks about new money coming in, new cash flow, new sales, new clients, new customers, okay? And that's going to be very financially beneficial for you, especially in that first week of May. Now, we also have another good card. That's the Ten of Cups. That's the card of celebration, joy, happiness, all the good things. So, I don't know, Gemini. It's like a really good start to the month of May, so I hope you're excited and I hope you're ready for it. Now, we also have the Page of Swords in the reverse. That's some unexpected news about something being discontinued. Because it is in the reverse, I do feel like this is going to be something that catches you by surprise. However, it's not going to throw you off your game. The thing is like it'll be unexpected. You'll have the wherewithal, either the money, the finances, or whatever, to deal with it, and you will take care of it, and you will move on, move on about your life in a very unbothered way. How do I know that? Because the next card is the Nine of Pentacles. That's one of my favorite cards as it relates to money, because she's all about luxury, extravagance, splurging on yourself, a very powerful level of self-care and self-investment. Okay, now when I talk about self-investment, this could be getting an education, maybe taking some new courses, maybe buying some new equipment, a new computer or whatever, things that you need, anything that's going to make your life richer. Okay, so it could be material things, but it can also be things that are spiritual or emotional as well. Finally, we do have the Page of Wands. That is good news coming in as it relates to your work, as it relates to your job, as it relates to your career. I hear my neighbors in the background, so. Okay, my apologies. My neighbor was outside yelling and screaming, so I went and closed the door. But anyway, good news coming in as it relates to work and your career. That's what we see with this Page of Wands. So let's continue on, Gemini, and see what else shows up for you. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of May 2022. What do we need to know for the sign of Gemini? All right, Gemini, look at these cards. This is good news. All right, Two of Swords in the reverse. That means you have made a decision on something financially related. You're no longer procrastinating or dragging your feet. This is definitely going to be something that is going to be beneficial not only now, but also in the long term. Now, we also have the Five of Swords in reverse. That is resolved communication issues. So if you've been having some heavy conversations, maybe with a partner or maybe with a coworker or a boss or something, it looks like that is going to kind of smooth itself out once we hit that second week of May. And again, because we are doing a financial reading, there is going to be a money component to that. So just understand that your conversations will, I don't want to say the conversations will always be around money, but they're really going to kind of put you in a position to either make more money, invest more money, or just to do something bigger, better at the next level. Okay, so just be aware of that. Now, we also have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands in the reverse talks about changes in the workplace. Also being very careful around superiors in your workplace. Not all of them are always on our side. I know I've experienced this where you've had bosses who seem like they don't like you, or it seems like they are out to get you or in some way. And I do feel like there could be a boss for some of you that feels a little threatened. Why? Because you're literally the star of the show. Now, the Star card is a card about you getting a lot of attention, being the center of attention, but it's also the card where you just kind of are that it girl or that it guy, where things just kind of seem to be flowing really well for you, Gemini. And so when people see that, they get jealous, or they feel threatened, or they feel envious. Now, the other thing about the Star card is it is a high vibrancy card. It's also the card of health and wellness. So for those of you who have been having some type of physical challenges, it looks like you are going to see, I want to say remission for some of you, but I also do say, I do see some healing in the cards for a lot of you who have been having some health challenges. Finally, we do have the Six of Cups. That is the card of nostalgia, also loving memories from the past. Now, someone could be showing up from your past, Gemini, who you had a really good relationship with, or who you had fond memories with, okay? So I think this is going to be a beautiful reconnection, but there's also going to be a financial benefit in there for you. So stay open and see what shows up, see what happens. Don't say no, and don't cut someone off from your past just yet. All right, Gemini, let's see what else shows up for you. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of May 2022, what do we need to know for the sign of Gemini? All right, Gemini, so we got the Four Swords. Four Swords is you taking a step back and really taking some time for yourself and figuring out what it is that you want to do next in your life, especially as it relates to your money. I think you're being called to make a decision, either stay where you are or it's time to grow, okay? It's time to really up-level your financial situation or your financial status, and that's going to be different for everybody, but I think you're feeling the call to do that, Gemini, and you have to get ready to step up. Now, the next card is the Moon card, which means that there are some things that you do not know. However, it will not hold you back, okay? You know enough to where you can take the next step, even if you don't know exactly how everything's going to work out. And I know that's kind of a hard place to be, because when you come from needing to know everything or wanting to know everything, it's really sometimes very frustrating to make a move or make plans when you don't know all the details. So I get that, but you can do it. You can do it, Gemini, and it will pay off. Next, we have the Knight of Wands. That is a lot of changes happening in the workplace. Some unexpected changes because this card is in the reverse, and I feel like you're going to be a little bit thrown off, but eventually you will adapt and you will be just fine. Now, we also have the Tower in the reverse. That means you have to restructure and rebuild. Now, I'm getting the sense that that's kind of the theme of your reading this month, Gemini, because you're being called to something higher. And it's time to like literally tear down what's not working and start rebuilding and reevaluating what it is that you're going to do next, especially as it relates to your finances. Now we also have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands talks about things moving a little bit slower than what we had expected. Sometimes things will be delayed, things will be behind schedule, but in a way that's going to work out for your benefit, because it's going to give you more time to take the actions you need to take and to make the decisions you need to make. Finally, we do have the Four of Cups. This is an offer. I'm feeling like it's an offer that you're not happy about, Gemini. In other words, you had an expectation of something specific, and the offer that comes through is not what you want. Okay? And that's okay, because that gives you clarity, a lot more clarity, and maybe in some cases more freedom to move in the direction that you do want to move into, so you can do exactly what it is that you want to do, especially when it comes to work. And the word spirituality is coming through. I don't know if that's resonating with some of you, but I'm guessing some of you do want to do some spiritual work. I've talked about that a lot on this channel, so maybe that's what you're being called to do, Gemini. All right, let's see what else shows up for my beautiful Gemini gems as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of May 2022. Nice cards. All right, so we have the Death card in the reverse. Now, the Death card in the reverse talks about a life transformation here. So your life probably will take a very serious transformation here. Because I feel like when you decide what your next level is going to be, Gemini, your whole life is going to be impacted by that decision. Your whole life is going to change, right? So it could be a new job. It could be starting a business. Whatever the case may be, your whole life is going to look different, and it's going to look better, but it's going to feel a little uncomfortable because it's going to be so different. Next, we have the Chariot. The Chariot talks again about things moving very, very slowly. Now, the other thing about the Chariot is that means you have more than one thing cooking, right? You've got several projects that you're working on, maybe 2 jobs, maybe a job and a business that you're trying to balance and navigate. And it looks like you're really going to have the time and the space to do that. You may feel a little overwhelmed. You may feel a little thrown off by everything that's happening. But it looks like this is going to be the exact opportunity that you need in order to learn, in order to get more, in order to attract more money. Okay, so try not to feel overwhelmed by the changes. Embrace the changes and understand that this is exactly how you get to your next level. Next, we have the Two of Pentacles. That means pay attention to your budget. Make sure that you have everything in order. You know, double check your statements, your invoices, your receipts, but really make sure that you have a nice cushion. Make sure that you have, you know, your emergency fund fully funded. Okay, it's about making sure that we are financially stable and we're not taking any unnecessary risks. Next, we have the Three of Cups. This is a gathering or a celebration of some sort. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have a party or some type of get-together towards the end of the month. It could even be something work-related, like a networking mixer, or I don't know, maybe some type of work function or something like that. Or maybe even a conference or a seminar or something. Finally, we got the Nine of Cups. That's the wish card. Your month can't end any better than that, Gemini. Whatever you've been wishing, hoping, praying for, looks like you're going to see signs of it at the end of May. This is a very exciting position to be in because it looks like you are going to get confirmation that you're doing the right thing and you're doing it at the right time and in the right way. So get ready, you know, get prepared for your wish to come true in some way, shape, or form, because it definitely is. So Gemini, you've got a really good month. You've got some new cash flow coming in. We talked about that. And then you kind of work through some things, and then by the time we close out the month, You're ready to party because your wishes are coming into fulfillment. All right, let's go ahead and close out your reading, Gemini, with a spirit animal oracle card. Oh, look how cute. So this is card number 47. This is Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. Use your mind wisely. So Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.